Are you back sparring? Because there's always been that thing that, oh, they don't spar, they don't spar.
It's just nonsense, you know. All you gullible people that bought into it, or people that on my Instagram page saying, you should spar, that's why you didn't win the cover of the fight. It's all nonsense, you know. Listen, if you're a pugilist of boxing and you're a purist and you watch boxing and you study boxing, go back and watch old school trainers and old school fighters. Angelo Dundee never allowed these fighters to have wars in the gym, because by the time they get to fight night, or by the time they get 10 fights into their career, they're shot. They can't even think in the ring. They got no brain cells left. And I'm actually going to post it, the clip where he goes, he don't allow fighters to spar hard. Sparring is for practice. And a lot of coaches are the same. A lot of coaches ain't the same. A lot of coaches want to, their logic is prepare your fighter by hard sparring, but they don't understand the toll that can take on the human body and the brain. You're getting hit in your face. Imagine having 4 fights before your fight. To me, it just don't make sense. Boxing's about practice. Sparring's about practice. You know, you spar people lighter than you, learn to control your power. You spar people bigger than you learn to work on speed. You spar people your size, you learn to, you know, even play games, tag. Do you get what I'm saying? It's about bettering your skills, becoming a better boxer all round, and just elevating.
I don't believe in is wars in the gym. I believe in longevity. Nice learning in the gym, learning what they're doing. Like these 2 great professionals working there, Lupe Suarez and Antonio de Bowers. They're just great and they're practicing in there. Hey, Lupe, time. Great workout, Lupe. I thought you did real well. Antonio's a pretty good banger, ain't he? Yes, but you know what? What my kids do really is practice in there. They don't look to take shots at each other. I don't want no knockdowns in the gym. They just get ready for the real thing.
G5Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. Big shout out to all the sponsors of the channel. The information is in the description box. And follow your boy on Instagram and Twitter at BoxWithG5Jeff TV. Now, what you just watched was Anthony Yarde explaining some of his gym rituals and some of his beliefs in terms of how fighters should spar and work out inside of the gym. And he also played a clip of Angelo Dundee actually preaching the same thing. Now, for the people that don't know, let me give you the backdrop to why Anthony Yarde said that. He kind of mentioned it in the beginning of the clip that I played, but I'll explain it in full. Before the Sergey Kovalev fight, I was one of the people in the United States that actually dropped that Anthony Yarde only spars amateurs. He doesn't do hard sparring. Like, in the United States, probably the most infamous sparring place is probably the Mayweather gym. You know, the doghouse rules, and it's just really rough sparring in the Mayweather camp. And a lot of people were saying that Anthony Yarde lost the fight with Sergey Kovalev because he doesn't go through hard sparring in the gym. And so when things got rough with Sergey Kovalev, he didn't know how to handle it. That was Anthony Yarde's response to those criticisms. And he was basically saying that when you in the gym, you supposed to practice in the gym. You're not supposed to have all of these sparring wars inside the gym. Like, why have 4 or 5 fights inside the gym before your actual fight in the ring? Like, you're not going to have no brain cells left. Like, that's basically what he was saying. Now, in response to that, he's not wrong for his statement, but he can't dismiss the fact that hard sparring is necessary at some point during your camp. Let me explain. What Anthony Yarde is saying is when you are actually sparring someone, you're supposed to be learning inside of the ring. And it shouldn't be situations where you guys are trying to take each other's head off and, you know, really just make it like a physical battle, because you have to save yourself for the fight. I agree with that. In a sense, I agree with that. There's a lot of trainers out here that don't teach defense. They don't teach defense. They don't teach situational boxing. It's no different than in football. If you are in practice in football and you are practicing your goal line offense, your red zone offense, or your goal line defense, your red zone defense, different situations. Okay, if it's 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line and you see this, you do that. You don't see that enough in boxing gyms when they're practicing situational type boxing, situational things during a boxing match. You see a lot of trainers not teaching defense. You see that as well. And there are so many things that fighters can learn inside of the gym or in a sparring session where you don't have to be trying to take each other's head off, to where it can benefit. But this is the flip side to what Anthony Yarde was saying. You take the Floyd Mayweather gym, you take the sparring with the doghouse rules, where sometimes they go unlimited, like their rounds is unlimited, like a round is unlimited, like they'll go till somebody quit, or something vigorous, like it could be 5-minute rounds, or Floyd Mayweather's known for going 12 to 15 rounds and they have 4 or 5 different guys going in and out to build stamina. There are benefits to hard sparring. There's benefits to hard sparring. I think nowadays people are getting a kick out of like sparring wars. Like they almost do it as if it's like a trophy case. Like some people are just known for their sparring wars, or known for what happens in the gym, because that old saying, what happens in the gym stays in the gym, that shit ain't true. That shit ain't true anymore. You hear about all types of gym wars and gym stories and people getting beat up and things like that. You hear about that stuff all the time. So what Anthony Yarde is saying is true, but it's only to a certain extent. But it's up to the trainer of the particular fighter to recognize not only the fighter's strengths, but recognize the fighter's weaknesses. And they have to balance out when to teach and when to go hard. Yes, Anthony Yarde probably learns a lot inside of the gym, but he probably hasn't had that one moment inside of the gym where he was pushed to the limit, not only in terms of just, sparring hard with somebody, but pushed to the limit in terms of fighting while you're tired. You can tell that Anthony Yarde is not used to fighting while he's tired. You don't have to fight Mayweather doghouse rules in order to learn how to fight while you're tired. A lot of fighters can't do that well. Like, that's a craft, that's an art, that's something that you can improve upon. Fighting while you're tired, doing certain things to keep yourself active inside of the ring, but you're trying to get to your second win. And that's what a lot of fighters have trouble dealing with. You can work on that inside the gym, but you don't have to be in a sparring war with somebody where you come out of that sparring session and you think you've been in a real fight and you ain't even get paid for the shit. You know what I'm saying? You have to balance it out between you teaching and learning and inside of the ring in terms of sparring with someone else, like Angelo Dundee said, and actually having hard sparring like they do, for example, in the Mayweather gym with doghouse rules. There's benefits to both, but you do have to lessen the sparring wars, because you're not going to get anything out of it. All you're going to prove is A, you're tough, B, you can survive the worst moments, and see, like, you'll see what you do under pressure. Those are the 3 things that you can accomplish fighting under quote unquote Mayweather gym doghouse rules. But you have to balance it out. It has to be more than 50% teaching and learning than it is you being in sparring wars, because a lot of times a fighter will get in the ring in an actual fight and they'll lose, and then you'll hear after the fight, man, well, they look sharp during training camp. They might have left it all in the gym. They might have left it in the gym. It is so important for your trainer to balance out your activities inside of the gym, but you having sparring wars on a consistent basis is not going to help you down the line. You have a lot of people that's known for being a beast inside the gym, and then when they get in the ring, it's something completely different. But this is a great topic. I'm actually going to do a actual conversation with BoxingFirst Vlog on this. Also, I'm going to do one with Shane, and if I have fighters and trainers and things like that on the channel, we're going to have a discussion about this very topic as well. So this is going to be an ongoing thing. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.